And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. On the hill here today, Luis Garcia. What do you have on him?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. And first offering is fouled off.
First pitch, 111.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Bregman. The throw to first.
Out.
One up, one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Jake Cronenworth. That one ripped. Back there. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now, Manny Machado. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Juan Soto now. Drilled in the air. Right field. Way back there. And that is out of here. Juan Soto goes deep, and they add a pair. It's 3-0.
You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
1 down. Here's the veteran outfielder, Nelson Cruz. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Now it's Matt Carpenter. Foul ball. And here it comes. Bounce to the left side. Pena. To second, there's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Minute Maid Park. And pitching in this game, Joe Musgrove.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. To third, and that one handled. Fires over to first, and they get Brantley for the out. So digging in, David Hensley. And that one in the air center field. Grisham settles under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Yordan Alvarez in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Up the middle to first. And they get the out on Alvarez. And back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. So digging in now for San Diego, Trent Grisham. And a foul ball. The wind to kick the pitch. Ripped on a line. Base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Well, he thought about two, but he's back to first safely.
Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, Boog. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Gilbert under it. Squeezes it, and there's one down. And now it's Austin Nola, 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. Pickoff throw. Grisham back easily. Ground ball, could be two. Pena over to second, double play. What a twin killing to end the. Back here in Houston, bottom of the second, and now the right fielder Kyle Tucker out towards left center. Soto gets under it, and there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
That's hard hit on the line. Grisham makes the play, 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Wastes no time there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Cruz settles under it and makes the. Welcome back onto the third inning. And now Xander Bogaerts. In the air out towards right center. Tucker on the move. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. He's already homered in this game. And ball one. Jake Cronenworth, the Michigan kid, he played at the University of Michigan. Rays took him in the 15 draft in the 7th round. Grew up playing a lot of hockey. Eventually made his big league debut with the Padres. Chris, he's been an all-star twice. Swing and a ball popped up, and it falls. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. As we go to the last of the third, here's the center fielder, Drew Gilbert, and a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Fly ball down the line. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double. Of course, when we mention Joe Musgrove, you have to bring up he pitched the first no-hitter in Padres history. Fittingly enough, the San Diego native pitched a no-no against Texas in 2021. Not in time. He's safe.
Was able to move the runner up to third on that deep fly to center, but I think this point he wants to get him over and get him in.
Gilbert takes his lead at third with one away. That one the other way. Machado throws to first in time. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Now it's the second baseman, David Hensley. Flied out his first time. Hensley batting second in today's lineup. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Juan Soto. The wind and the pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2013 in the playoffs. You caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. A big blow to the home fans. His second home run of the game. It's 4-1.
Now he's just showing off out there. And who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat and watch it go a long way. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Now it's the right fielder, Nelson Cruz. He swings and fouls one off.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Here's the 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. Off the mark there. Ball 2. To the right side. On to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And here is Matt Carpenter. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Going to count 1 and 2. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. And that's too high.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at bat alive.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Hensley puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. The Padres get 1 in the inning with a solo blast. It's now 4-1. Back after this on the show. Back here in Houston, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Yordan Alvarez. And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
That one missed. Thinking Kyle Tucker's done a little bit of everything. He's won a World Series. He's been an All-Star. He's won a Gold Glove. And a guy who was the 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
He's been a guy that can kind of fly under the radar, but not so much anymore. Everyone's aware of the damage that he can do in that lineup, but a guy that's kind of old school, doesn't wear the batting gloves, just goes up there and rakes. Got a great arm in the outfield as well. Definitely the pride of Plant High School in Tampa, Florida.
Bregman, the next to hit, takes outside. That's in there, and the count even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Musgrove was originally picked in the first round of 2011 by the Blue Jays, but now a San Diego. Cronenworth pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Jose Abreu up to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Alvarez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Bounced out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. That takes care of a break. Back here at Minute Maid Park. Here's the second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim. That to right. Tucker should have it. He's got it, and there's 1 down. And now here is Austin Nola. Pulls that one foul. One down, base is empty. On the ground, Hensley sends it to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Back to the top of the lineup. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Xander Bogaerts. That's a laser base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Stepping in, Jake Cronenworth. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. That one is gone. Jake Cronenworth will touch them all. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-1.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's Machado. Swing and a base hit.
The left fielder, number 20.
Manager out of the dugout now. Hunter Brown gets the ball now.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Here's Juan Soto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Chris, Juan Soto's one of the best young hitters we've seen come along in a long time. Of course, helped the Nationals to win the World Series in 2019, and he won the batting title. Hit .351 in that shortened 2020 season. That one out to right. Tucker should have it. And that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Strike 2.
Well, I mean, his at-bats are so quality. We talk about professional hitter, professional at-bats. He gives those to you all the time. I just love his plate coverage. Not afraid to use the opposite field. And when you have a guy that can do that, he's going to hit a whole lot in terms of slug, average, on-base percentage as well.
The wind of the pitch. Hard hit left side. Zips it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Into center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Diaz in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Now 1-1. time looking for the K. Now Michael Brantley steps in. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Gets under it and pops it up. Kim moving under this one. And that is the third out of the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Nelson Cruz. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Cruz, a former All-Star, 42 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Swung on, belted. Gilbert raging back towards the wall, and it's off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Runner at second, nobody out. This to center field. Brings it in. Runner tags up for third. The relay. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Liner caught at second. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's 7-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
So 2 down. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Austin Nola. Of course, little bro Aaron, one of the top starters in baseball. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Tucker makes a nice. Welcome back. Now the number 2 hitter, David Hensley. That's in for a strike.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down.
And it gets by him. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
In there for strike 1. Chris Alvarez has turned into one of the best. Now a screamer into the outfield. Soto puts the squeeze on that one. Runner tags from third. Just ahead of the throw. He scores. It's 7-2. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, and won that Silver Slugger Award in 2022, and a slugging percentage of .613 and OPS over 1,000.
0-1 now. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now it's even up. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that extends the inning. Now it's going to be Jose Abreu. And that's in there for strike 1. Abreu, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Goes down looking. Back here in Houston, and now the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Brown back to work. Hit weakly on the ground. Pena. Bogaerts retired. And now the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And it goes just foul. That's out to center field. Gilbert gliding in towards the infield. And there are two down. Here's Manny Machado now. On the ground to the left. Sends it across to first. Out number 3. Nothing doing there for the. Back here in Houston, set for the last half of the 7th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Gilbert in the box now. No balls and a strike. Strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Got it by him for the K.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Line drive brings it in for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go. Phil Maton into the game.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging.
Soto, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And a foul ball. The pitch. And it finds its way through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And that one fouled off. Soto aboard here at first with nobody out. That one fouled off. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That clips the corner. Misses off the inside, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Popped in the air. Left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And ready for the bottom of the 8th. Michael Brantley stands in. That's in there. That's strike 1. Musgrove into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And down on strikes he goes. That's his second strikeout. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Swings through that one. 0-1. Strike two.
Look, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far. And
got him. And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. Ryan Stanek gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Over to Abreu, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. And now the catcher comes up to him, Austin Nola. Right side, and that chance handled. Abreu takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Xander Bogaerts, the next up for the Padres. Lifted in the air, right center field. Racing makes the catch. And back here at the ballpark. So bottom of the ninth, and now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker, and fouled off. The wind of the pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first, and Tucker is retired. Here's Alex Bregman. That one's in there, 0-1. There's a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
0-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Soto ranging back. Makes the catch up against the wall. So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. In there, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
7-2 your final here today. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.